Hello students, Miss J would like to discuss with you some of the questions in Quiz 4.1 because I can see that some of you have problems with the questions. Okay, especially question 1, 2, and 3, which not supposed to be a problem because we've discussed this in details for the last 3 weeks. Okay, so let's look at question 1. The question is, what is the value of this expression? If you haven't discussed what expression is with your former teachers, expression is just a number sentence without the equation sign. So it's just a number or numbers with some kind of operation. It could be just a number. There's also an expression. Okay, let's look at this one. What is 16 divided by 1/8? I realize that this problem might not be very easy to think about, as in like what does it mean? But let's think about it in another way that you would understand. Okay, let's think about what is 16 divided by 2. There are two ways to think about it, right? Is thinking about it, okay, if I just split 16 divided by 2, I have 8 in each one, okay? That's if I split 16 into 2, 8 plus 8 is 16, right? Or another way to think about this is if I have 16 and I want to divide it into a group in which each one has 2, how many groups would I have? So if each one has 2, right? Each group has 2 in each one. How many groups would you have? You have 8 groups, right? So the answer is still 8. It's just the thinking is a little different. This one is asking how many will be in each group, and this other one is asking how many groups would you have if you have 2 in each one. So you have 8 groups. So 16 divided by 2 is 8 because you can make 8 groups of 2 in each one with 16. Okay, I'm going to let that sink in, and we're going to think about this one, but in an easier number. Let's think about it like, how many groups of 1/2 I can have in one whole? How many 1/2 could I have in one whole? You can have 2 of them, right? This is 1/2, and this is another 1/2. So you have 2 1/2 in one whole. If you have 2, how many 1/2 could you have in 2 of them? It would be 4, right? Because you have 2 1/2 in one whole, and you have another whole which is give you another 2 1/2. So you would have 4 1/2 in 2 wholes. And if you can see, it's just multiplying these two numbers, right? Basically, what you do is you keep the number in front, right? And then you change that into multiplication, and then you multiplying it with the reciprocal of the back number. Reciprocal is just flipping the back number. So you keep this number and you put 1 under it, and you change this one into multiplication, and you flip this one, right? Keep, change, flip. Keep it, multiply by its reciprocal, which give you 2. And keep this one, and you multiply it by its reciprocal, right? Which is 4. So it's the same one with this one. So you put 1 here. When you multiplying fraction, you just multiply the numerator times the numerator and the denominators by the denominators. Remember, when you're multiplying fraction, you multiply across the top and across the bottom, right? Okay, so this one, you keep it you change it, you flip it. Okay, keep this first one, you change this one, and you flip this one. Or another way to think about it is, how many 1/8 would I have in 16? You have 8 1/8 in one whole. Okay, if you have one whole, you would have 8 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 8, 2, 8, 3, 8, 4, 8, 5, 8, 6, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8. Right, one whole you would have 8 1/8. So you can say 16 times 8, or you can say 16 times 8 over 1. You get 128 over 1, which is 128, and you write it on this side. Okay? And this one is a little bit different thinking. You say, okay, what is 1/2 divided by 36? You have a small number. You have not 1/2, 1/12 divided by 36. If you have 1/12 divided by 36, you have a small fraction, right? Your fraction is, okay, I'm going to make it into 12. And you're actually cutting this one into 36 part. That would be really, really small. Like, so you can eliminate that, and not that one. Remember your rules? You keep this one and you multiply it by its reciprocal, right? You keep the 1/12. You change this into multiplication and you flip this one, right? So you say 1 times 12 over 36. Remember, you multiply across the numerator and across the denominator. 1 times 1 is 1, and 12 times 36 is 432. So your answer is C. Okay? Just think about it. If you start with a whole number, your answer has to be a whole number. When you start with a fraction and you're splitting it, your answer has to be a fraction. You just multiply these two numbers and you get your result, and you multiply these two numbers and you get your result. Okay? Now, this one says Fernando had 18 pounds of dog food. This is the total, right? 18 pounds of the dog food. That's what he had. He fed his dog 1/5 pound of dog food every day, or each day, 1/5 pound each day, until all the dog food was gone. For how many days did the 18 pounds of dog food last? Remember, you start with your total and you're splitting it into 1/8. So you start with 18 and you're splitting it by not 1/8, 1/5. Miss J is still sleeping at this time. Okay, so you have 18 pounds and you feed it 1/5 each day. And the question is, how many days will it last? If you feed it 1/5 and you have 1 pound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many days would 1 pound last? 1 pound would last 5 days, right? In 18 days, you multiply these two numbers and you get 90 days. Or you can say, I keep this one, I change it into multiplication, and I flip the last number. So it's like 18 times 5 is 90 days. Okay, I hope that helped with number 1, 2, and 3. Let's see, is there another one that's the same like that? No, I think that's it. Okay. Especially if you haven't been in my class in the past, remember when you divide fraction, you keep the first number, you change the sign into multiplication, and you write the reciprocal of the last one. The reciprocal means flip the last one. If it's in a whole number like this one, you put over 1 on the bottom. When you multiply fraction, you multiply across the numerator and across the denominators. When you divide fractions, when you start with a whole number, your answer will be a whole number. When you start with a fraction, your answer will be a fraction. Okay? I will see you in another video for the rest of the problems. So bye bye for now.